we've had discussions with folks about Cara One and their existing asset management, and one of the questions is that seems coming up is how okay is it going to write tags back to my asset manager? Like, is it going to say, yeah, okay, here's where Maggie was happy on the track. Okay, it's at this point. Like, how do I get the metadata out of it? And it's this kind of different way of thinking about things that people need to be led into. It's like, well, you don't really need that anymore.
No.
Like, metadata was a crutch to get you to that point as a human, based around the limitations of old asset management systems. This is kind of like plugging your brain directly into the assets themselves. So you don't need to have your assets tagged the way that you used to, because the tags are inherent in the content of the media itself. So when Maggie's happy on the track, or when Pennzoil is being poured into a car, you know, there's no way you would get that granular level of tagging no matter what you did. And I think, Adam, you kind of touched on that, right? Where the first time you watch through a clip, you see it differently than the second time or the third time or the fourth time you watch it, because you have a different context in the way you're going to assemble the story at that point. So the way you tag something on, pass one is different than you tag it on pass four,
Totally.
or the way one AE is going to tag it is different than the way another AE is going to
Well,
tag
just
it.
the variables, right? The interpretation of the emotions and all that kind of stuff. Like, again, Cara One, it's like having the smartest editor who knows all the footage back to front in your back pocket
Mhm.
at all times. You know, it's and like I say, the search function on it is so incredible and so accurate and adaptable. Like with a very slight change in the prompt, you get an entire new bunch of clips as well as some of the old ones as well. So, having that flexibility to, not be limited to your metadata tags as well, right? To be able to, um, search for different nuances that you wouldn't be able to do if things were just traditionally tagged. That's an incredible tool to have in your back pocket for post-production workflows.